So hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. Today I am going to do some programs on factors. So factors are the numbers if we want to tell that what are the factors of 5. So factors of 5 are 1 and 5 itself because 5 is a prime number. And factors are the numbers which are divisible by the given numbers. So if we want to find the factors of 10, then we'll check which numbers are divisible by 10. So factors of 10 are 2, 5, 10 and 1 itself. So now I am going to write a program in which we'll check the factors of a number given by a user. So first I'm going to take input, enter the number, now I'm going to run a loop which will start from 1 and end till number itself, because number itself is a factor of itself. If so, now I will initialize one number with 0. Here we'll store the factors. So now I'm not going to put curly braces in this if statement because I'm going to give only one statement for it. So if the number mod by I is equals to 0, then C is equals to I. And now we'll print the factors inside the loop only. We don't have to do this storing and all, because if we store it then the output will be something else. So we'll not store it. So I'm going to write 10, and here you can see that factors are coming 1, 2, 5 and 10. So if we want to remove the factors, the number itself and 1, so we can start the loop from 2 and we should remove this is equals to sign, and instead of that we'll write less than n. So if I run this program and see the output, we write 10. Here you can see that only 2 output is coming, 2 and 5, because 1 and 10 itself has been removed. Now if I write 100, then here you can see that factors, the number itself and it has been removed. So now I'm going to write a program in which we'll print the sum of factors. So for printing sum, we'll have to initialize one variable as C is equals to 0, and here we'll simply write C plus is equals to C plus is equals to I. And now if we run this program, here we can see that the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So sum of 2 plus 1 is 3 and 5 plus 3 is 8 and 8 plus 10 is 18. And if I rerun this program and write instead of 10 we write 5, so you can see that it is coming 6 because factors of 5 are 1 and number itself 5. So if we try to understand the logic of this program, here we can see that the loop starts from 1 and it will include 1 because 1 is factor of every number. It will end till the number itself, so number itself will also be included, and every time the loop is increasing by 1 because it is post increment. First use the variable and then increase it by 1. So now if we here come the condition of the number, here you can see that if the number mod I, so mod I is this percentage sign defines the remainder. So if this is true, that is if the remainder is 0, then only the sum will be printed. So here we can see that this means that C is equals to C plus I. Instead of this, I have used shorthand operator, as I have already told in my videos. So it is simple thing what we have done. Now I'm going to run a program in which we will count the number of factors. So for counting, we simply have to write C++. So what happens here is actually the numbers are not being printed, instead the values are being counted. So if we run this program, and here we see that if we write 2, then it will be 2, because only two factors of 2 are here, 2 itself and 1, because 2 is a prime number. And if we write 5, here also output is 2, and if we write 10, the output is 4, because 1 2 4 5 1 2 5 and 10 are factors. And if we rerun this program and write 100, here is the output 9. So now I am going to write a program in which we will check the greatest factor of a number. So we are going to take input from the user, in variable s, and we initialize one variable as 0. Now we run the loop, and we put the same condition, n mod percentage is equals to 0 0, and if this is true, then C is equals to I, and we simply print C is equals in the output. So we running the program. If we write 10 100, if it will print 100, and if we write 1000, then it will be printed 100 only. And if we print 5, it will print 5. This is reason because the greatest factor of a number is the number itself only. So if we want to check the greatest factor excluding the number itself, then we have to remove this is equals to sign. And now if we run this program, then we'll see that if we write 1000, the greatest factor of 1000 is 500 excluding the number itself. And if we write 10, it is 5, and for 80 it is 400. So this is how we check the greatest factor of a number. If you like this video, you can hit the like button, and if you want more interesting videos of Java like this, you can subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.